Have you ever wondered whether your dog really feels cold in winter? You turn on the heater, seal the windows, and wrap them in warm blankets, believing that is your way of showing love. But surprisingly, those things that seem so caring may actually cause your dog to suffer silently. Every winter, thousands of dogs face stress, dehydration, and discomfort they cannot express in words. You very likely are making at least one of these common mistakes, and you don't even realize it. This video will point out each mistake, explain why what you think is loving could actually be harmful, and show how to fix it so your dog has a warm, safe, and happy winter. If you want to make sure your dog experiences a healthy, joyful, and comfortable winter, hit like and subscribe so you won't miss the extremely helpful dog care tips coming up in the next videos. When you observe and care properly, you'll see that love isn't just about warmth or soft blankets. It's about attentive care in every small detail that your dog always senses. Mistake 1. Turning up the heat too much. Have you ever thought cranking up the heater in winter is the best way to keep your dog warm? I used to think the same. Warm blankets, hot air, everything seemed perfect. But the truth isn't that simple. The warm air from the heater dries out the room, pulling natural moisture from your dog's nose, skin, and lungs without you noticing. At first, the signs are very subtle. Maybe their nose gets drier than usual, or they seem a little more tired. But over time, especially with older dogs, this silent dehydration accumulates and impacts their health, and they suffer quietly without you knowing. Luckily, the solution is very simple. Place a humidifier near their sleeping area and give them warm, moist meals with more water. This helps restore moisture and keeps their body healthy. Just a few small changes can make a big difference. Your dog will be less tired, will have softer skin and nose, brighter eyes, and be full of life, even in the dry winter air. Once you realize this, you'll see that true love isn't just about turning on the heater or wrapping in blankets. It's about caring for the little details that make your dog feel safe and comfortable. Mistake 2. Closing the windows. In a bid to keep warmth in during winter, many dog owners simply shut all the windows, thinking it's best to protect the dog from the cold. But the reality is quite different. The indoor air becomes stale, accumulating dust, allergens, and carbon dioxide that your dog breathes all day. Older dogs are especially sensitive to this. You might see them sleeping more or moving slower and think it's age-related. But in fact, they're silently struggling to breathe fresh air, a challenge they cannot express. The solution is extremely simple but very effective. Open one window for a few minutes each day, especially when sunlight is streaming in, or use an air purifier made for pets. Clean air won't just make your dog feel comfortable, it will keep their body healthy, mind sharp, and energy up. When you make these small changes, your dog feels your true concern and love. Mistake 3. Sleeping on cold floors or near heaters. Have you ever placed your dog's bed right next to the heater or left them to sleep on the cold floor because you thought it was warm and comfortable for them? It may seem kind and convenient, but the reality is far from beneficial for the dog's body. Cold floors can cause their joints to shock with temperature changes, and direct heater airflow quietly dries out their skin and paws. Older dogs feel this stiffness and discomfort especially, but they often don't show it. You just notice they move slower, are less active, and think it's simply old age. But in truth, their bodies are under silent strain and they need your care. The solution is simple but effective. Raise the bed a few inches, add a soft blanket, and avoid placing it directly next to the heater. If you use an electric warming pad, make sure it's pet safe. With just a few changes, your dog will be more comfortable, their joints and skin protected, and they will truly enjoy a warm, comfortable winter sleep. Mistake 4. Candles and essential oil diffusers. Winter often brings cozy evenings with candlelight and the scent of cinnamon or pine filling the room. For us, it's relaxing, but for your dog, many of the scents that smell pleasant to us can quietly harm their lungs or liver. A dog's body cannot process certain essential oils like a human's, and natural aromas can irritate or cause discomfort or allergy. Signs you might notice: your dog sneezes, licks their nose more often, or avoids the room where there are candles or a diffuser. This doesn't just affect their breathing, it also causes silent stress, though you might not realize it. A simple way to protect them: use unscented candles made from soy wax, or use an air purifier that is pet safe. That way you still keep the cozy winter ambiance without harming your dog's health. When you observe and make these small adjustments, your dog will relax more, breathe easier, and enjoy a safe living environment throughout winter. Andy, Micah Dia. Mistake. 5. Eating too much in winter. Winter comfort portions. Have you ever seen your dog curled up beside the heater and thought, let's give him a little extra? He must be cold and hungry. That may seem like love, but in truth it can be harmful. In winter, dogs often move less, but their food needs remain the same. A few extra spoonfuls or some treats may seem harmless, but they accumulate quickly, especially in older dogs. The consequences go beyond a rounder belly. Rapid weight gain burdens the joints, makes grooming harder, and even quietly affects their mood. Overweight dogs move slower, have less energy, and are more stressed. The solution is simple. Instead of giving extra food, choose warm, moist, and nutritious meals that keep them full and hydrated. Control portion size and avoid too many treats. That's the way to maintain a healthy weight, protect joints, and help your dog feel well in winter. These seemingly simple changes actually allow your dog to be comfortable, happy, and active throughout the cold months. Mistake. 6. Skipping playtime. During short, cold winter days, many owners let their dogs lie curled up all day, thinking they just want to rest more. But the truth is different. Many dogs aren't tired, they're bored and under-exercised. Days with little sunlight, fewer outdoor outings, and a quiet home reduce their natural energy gradually and turn into silent stress. You might notice signs like more barking, chewing on objects, or a listless, lifeless look. They can't say I'm bored, but their body and behavior are calling out. The solution is extremely simple but effective. Dedicate just 10 minutes of focused play twice a day. A game of tug-of-war, a few tosses of a toy, or a short indoor run will release endorphins, the happy hormones, and keep your dog's spirit uplifted. These moments reduce stress and strengthen your bond, turning a cold winter into one warm with joy and companionship. Mistake. 7. Forgetting winter grooming. In winter, many owners assume the dog's thicker coat means less grooming is needed. But in truth, that thicker coat hides many issues you don't see. Dust oils and static build up under the coat, causing dry skin, itching, or discomfort that your dog cannot tell you about. You might notice signs when they lick a particular area repeatedly or pull away when you pet them. That's their way of signaling that something isn't comfortable. Just a few minutes of brushing per day. 2 minutes is enough. Will remove dust, distribute natural oils, and keep the skin healthy. Winter grooming isn't just about keeping the dog clean, it helps them feel comfortable in the dry, cold air. When you groom regularly, your dog will relax more, their coat will shine, and they'll enjoy winter without silent discomfort or stress. Mistake 8. Guests arrive. And routine disruption. Winter is also holiday season, and for us those days are full of joy, laughter, and warm gatherings. But for your dog, it can mean silent chaos. New guests, unfamiliar smells, voices, even rearranged furniture. All these can make them feel overwhelmed and stressed. Dogs rely on routine, and when the routine is disrupted, even the most calm dog may feel unsettled. You might notice them pacing, hiding in a quiet corner, or behaving differently than usual. These aren't bad behaviors, they're signs of anxiety and stress. The solution is simple but effective. Maintain familiar routines, walk time, feeding time, and create a quiet zone your dog can retreat to when overwhelmed. A warm bed, favorite toy, and your patience will help them settle again. When you maintain stability and observe your dog carefully, winter becomes not just warm by temperature, but safe, peaceful, and full of love for both of you. Your dog senses your thoughtful care, and the trust between you grows stronger than ever. Winter may seem cozy and comfortable for people, but for your dog, it can quietly become a season of challenge, one they can't voice. From turning up the heater too much, sealing the windows, sleeping on a cold floor, to sense comfort, eating, skipping exercise, neglecting grooming, and disrupted routines, all can make your dog silently suffer. But the good news is, every small change you make carries great meaning. A humidifier, fresh air, a warm, comfortable bed, moist food, playtime, proper grooming, and a quiet retreat area. They all tell your dog, I see you, I protect you. These small actions build safety, joy, and trust between you and your dog. Watch your dog carefully this winter. Notice every gesture, every signal, and adjust their environment so they don't endure silently. When you care with attention and love, your dog will feel your affection more deeply than any gift or words. Winter won't just be warm in temperature, it will become a warm season of the heart where love and care show in every little detail.